You see that? You see that? Oh God, there's light. I am not me. I am art, and I am here with you, right here, right now. It is Sunday, the 8th of December 2019. It is approximately 9:13 where I am. Where you are, I'm just not sure. Let's make some art. Oh, wonderful. Excuse me. Thank you so much for joining me. Emma Seaton, Stuart Seaton, and then on Instagram we've got Sarah. If I were here with you physically, I would show my affection for you again physically with a hug, with a handshake, with a hearty pat on the shoulder. I'm unable to do that. So you all know what we do. You all know what we do on these live updates is we raise a glass. This morning I have, it's actually a reference to the Notme influence that I posted earlier this week. This is Kroger brand vanilla eggnog, the premier eggnog that one can purchase. I've got a mug of it. I'm going to enjoy the heck out of it. I tell you that. Excuse me. So to all of you here, and if you have a glass, I encourage you, raise a glass. Let's take a sip to you, to me, to art, to everything we do. Thank you. Good gracious. Jen Kilcherman, good morning. Here's to you. Wow, Emma Seaton, can I get a top fan badge? Yeah, how do I sort those out? I'll have to look into that because that is something that I would love to dish out. I would absolutely love to dish out. Jen, with some champagne glasses. If you're champagning at the moment at this time of the morning, you know, fair play to you. That's your choice. Although you may be elsewhere in the world, I'm not sure. Stuart, cheers to art. Emma Seaton, chin chin, absolutely, chin chin all, chin chin. Eggnog's so flipping good. So yes, I did do this week just gone. We did a Notme influence on Wednesday, I think it was, where I paid homage to Kroger brand vanilla eggnog, the finest eggnog on the market, in this humble man's opinion. I also finished my IG follows, which is kind of similar to the top fan badge that I am now very keen to get sorted. Yes, it's I've done 20 of them now, so my top 20 fans are followed on Instagram. If you are not followed on Instagram at this point, either I've made a mistake, or in the case of Stuart, because I did look for you, Stuart, I don't think you're on Instagram. And so there are a couple of instances like that of people who have been great fans to me on Facebook, but haven't made that leap over to Instagram. And that's fine. I'm not here to dictate your social media agenda. Okay. So if you're not followed on Instagram and you'd like to be followed on Instagram, let me know. Because I do respond well to prompting. So I've done my first 20. If you are followed, congratulations. You're in very, very select company. And I want you to really, feel that. Okay. So moving on to the artist of the week. And gosh, I imagine a lot of you will already know who the artist of the week was. It's impossible to pick anybody else as the artist of the week. A couple of you have already made mention of it in the comments. It's Mauricio Catalan. Now, if that name does not ring a bell to you, it is because you're not keeping up to date with the latest art trends. Mauricio Catalan, this week in Miami, created a work of art where he gaffer taped a banana onto a wall of an art gallery. He actually did 3 of them. 2 of them were sold. Okay. What Maurizio is trying to do, as far as I can glean from the comments made by him and the gallery owner, is he was trying to make a comment on the value that we place on things. He was trying to say, hey, there's lots of people here who are exhibiting fantastic works of art, a canvas with paint on it in such a way that people say, wow, that's really something. However, you're paying a lot more for that art than you would if you were simply buying an equivalently sized canvas and the appropriate amounts of paint. The fact that it's combined in this way makes it art, apparently. Okay? He's saying, isn't it silly that if I just put a banana gaffer taped onto a wall, that kind of puts it in sharp contrast, does it not? Because this is just a banana placed in the context of this art show. Okay? Are you with me so far? Because it's quite, a lot of people have been mocking it. I think that's really productive. Okay? Hello, Sosa Flo. Cheers, chin chin. A lot of people have been mocking him. I think they're missing the point. He's saying, isn't it odd that there's just a regular banana here in this art fest? Okay? Banana's worth not a lot at all. But then there was a subsequent piece of art by the anonymous French buyer. Now, I did say that it was bought. It was bought for $120,000, a banana with a piece of gaffer tape. Now, what that Frenchman has done, as Frenchmen are wont to do, is deliberately provocative. It's saying, yes, this is just a banana. This is just a piece of gaffer tape. And we are living in a time all across the world that people are becoming angry and disillusioned at wealth disparity. The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. It's a conversation I've had many times with cameraman George. He actually brings it up all the time. And yet this person is saying, I don't care about any of that. I have far more money than I need. I'm going to give it to the banana fellow. It's quite provocative. It's quite provocative. Is George there? No, George is at home. Cameraman George is at home. He doesn't really join me for these because the Instagram is being filmed on my phone. Don't need a cameraman George. And the Facebook is being filmed on my Apple Macintosh laptop. Sarah Aldridge, moving it on. Absolutely. Do you think the eating of the banana was staged? No, I don't. The eating of the banana by David DeTuna, who is another artist who just came up and just ate the banana. I think that was a separate piece of art that was also great. Also great because he's saying this is all silly, it's just a banana, and also it's dying, reminding us of the transience of the movement of time, okay? And he just wanted to eat it. And what he wanted was a lot of fame. He's saying, if I eat this famous banana, then, I mean, maybe it's been a long dream of his to eat a work of art. He's looked at the Mona Lisa and he's looked at various statues and thought, that's really going to play havoc on my digestive tract. I'm not sure I can do this, but now there's a flipping banana in Miami. This is my opportunity to eat some art. Maybe that. Maybe he's just been afforded the opportunity to realize a lifelong dream. And if so, fair play to him, you know? But for me, Maurizio, is that his name? Maurizio Catalan is the artist of the week here for creating a work of art that reminds us all on the very base level of it all reminds us all how flippin' good are bananas, right? How flippin' good are bananas? Bananas have it all, okay? And I'm going to try not to get on a big thing here, but Jen Kilchman, say banane. It's in French. They are good enough for French. They are good enough in any language. In Swahili, whatever that word would be for banana, they've earned it, okay? Let's look at, for example, a cherry. A cherry is a wonderful fruit. Delicious. Here in Seattle, they sell them at Pike Place Market. Fresh, ripe, beautiful, delicious Washington cherries. But with a stone in the middle, it gets complicated. I'm not going to lie to you. I have swallowed my fair share of cherry pips, cherry stones. And then you've got a stalk. It's a complicated fruit, okay? So it's great, but it's complicated. Let's look at a candy bar. For example, a Mars, or a Milky Way, or a Snickers / Marathon. Delicious, absolutely delicious, very easy to eat. Wrapper, tear, eat, chomp, we're great. But they're pretty unhealthy if you eat 3 or 4 of them on the bounce, okay? Let's look at a Fitbit. I mean, that's very healthy indeed, but that's not even a food, guys. A Fitbit is not food. Now, with a banana, we have something that is delicious. We have something that is healthy. We have something that is easy to eat. And at the very baseline of this, and this is what Maurizio really hammered home to me, how flippin' cheap are bananas? You can buy a bunch of bananas, put it through the self-checkout, because you don't really want to speak to anyone. And it comes up, oh, $1.04. I got 6 bananas there. So for me, for reminding me of how incredible bananas are, Maurizio Catalan is the artist of the week. Oh, if you want to know who inspired Maurizio Catalan, maybe just go onto Notme's Instagram. Maybe go onto my Thanksgiving post. Have a look through there. Have a look through the Thanksgiving post. Candy Crush, yeah, thankful for that. Walt Disney, absolutely big guy. Really appreciate you. What's that? A picture of bananas? I was making bananas art before all of this. Don't forget that. Now we'll come on to the Q&A. That takes us on to the Q&A. I got an email this week from a chap. He just described himself, just referred to himself as Fenwick. No other name. No other name. It says, did he dip the banana in gold, or is it just to eat a banana? Just ate a banana. It's just a banana on a wall. David, what's his name? De Tuna, which is, I think, Italian for the tuna. Just ate it off the wall. How tasty is the Mona Lisa? I mean, that depends what you know. I think she's pretty attractive. Or did you? No, you didn't mean tasty in that. In terms of licking it, I'm not sure. Probably tastes like old oil paint. That'd be my guess. But give it a try. Give it a try. Let me know. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? What do you think makes an aesthetically pleasing Christmas tree? Oh gosh, we're getting into. Will you stick a? Sorry, Instagram. My phone was white tacked onto the thing in front of me. That was a bit of drama, wasn't it? Gosh. Will you stick a pineapple on a stick in your city, maybe with googly eyes? Banana is also a fake phone. Jen, that's a great point. A banana is a fake phone in a way that no other fruit is. So it's acting. Okay. And as Maurizio even pointed out, it's comedy. A banana is comedy. It's slightly provocatively shaped. Double entendre. And somebody slipping on a banana peel. Comedy gold. Comedy gold. So bananas are the fruit that just keep on giving. Emma Seaton, what do I think makes an aesthetically pleasing Christmas tree? Well, That's a heck of a question. For me, a Christmas tree should be a representation of the person who owns it, the person who decorates it. It's really, in a lot of ways, it becomes you. It becomes the tree that you make becomes the person that you are. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because there are some people in life who are very organized, very into order, and they will have a very precise Christmas tree, and that's great for them. Okay, that's great for them. However, there are other people, largely people with children, but other people who just have a wild and creative spirit, just want to, it should look like you've launched. Maybe if you've put a lot of baubles, you know, in war times, they have nail bombs. How do we get onto nail bombs? Christmas. If you loaded a nail bomb rather than with nails, is very destructive. But if you loaded it with baubles, tinsel, and plastic icicles, and just let it off, if you just let off that bomb and it just woof onto the tree, some people, that's great for them because it just represents the chaotic spirit of their artistic creative passion. So for me personally, I go more for the cheese. I go more for the cheese of things. My tree is plastic because I appreciate how that can represent the real thing. It's art, it's transformation, it's representation. It also has lights attached to it, which makes it a bit easier. I have a star at the top of the tree, and lots of silver baubles because I have colored lights, or does that word, for lights it's fine, colored lights, and I have silver baubles because then the silver of the baubles is not impeding the color of the lights and the baubles become the lights. So it's a very symbiotic, it's like a little bird cleaning the teeth of a hippo in many ways. So I really hope that answers your question. Fantastic. So yeah, so the email I got this week is quite a short one, and it's a little confusing. The email, this is the entirety of the email. So what do you want for Christmas then? Fenwick. Which I thought, because the implication there is that he wants to buy me something for Christmas, which is terrifically kind and very generous of him. But the wording of it seems very annoyed in a way that suggests that he senses that it's an obligation. I will say it's not an obligation to buy me anything for Christmas. However, if you, like Fenwick, wish to buy me something, this week I created an Amazon wish list. It's something that I enjoyed tremendously. There's gifts on there between $5-6 all the way up to $2,500, depending on, you know, it's not about the money. It's not about the money. There is there are a lot of different glasses for me, clothing options. There's a mug that had some personalized options on there. I thought it might be quite fun if I had a mug specifically to raise a glass to all of you. Glass, mug, that's art. So I shall put a link on my socials. If you want to buy me something, feel free. My address will be withheld because whilst it's fantastic that you want to buy me something, you might be insane. So I don't wish to allow you the opportunity to show up to my house and stab me. So my address will be withheld, but feel free to buy something for me. That would be absolutely terrific. And Fenwick, the tone of your email suggests you might be mental. So thank you but just do it through Amazon, and then no one needs to be hurt. What have we got here in terms of comments? Will you add a banana to your tree this year? Jen, I tell you what, I won't. I won't add a banana, because that would be, Rob Dan Purr. Cheers. Delicious. I'm sure Maurizio Catalan will add one to his. I'm a different artist. I'm not here to reiterate or resplendulate another artist's work. I'm here to search forward. So I might put something other weird on my tree, but it won't be a banana. A banana is what it won't be. Okay, but that's a great suggestion. Also, with the will you stick a pineapple on a stick in your city, maybe with googly eyes? Again, I feel that would be derivative. I feel like that would be derivative. Emma says, to be honest, that's not the response I was hoping, as my husband now sits smugly next to me. I guess all great art is subjective. I mean, that's the rule of the land, isn't it? That's the rule of the land. Art is subjective. And really, in terms of how you should decorate your specific Christmas tree, it really comes down to the kind of relationship politics that I wouldn't feel comfortable diving into. Beyond art, beyond the actual aesthetics of the Christmas tree, it becomes who is wearing the trousers, I think. And I'm not sure with you guys. I haven't met you, but I would hope that one of you is, and the other one will be gracious in defeat. That's all I can hope. That would be my Christmas miracle. Okay. Rob Dan Purr is being quite abusive on the Instagram. That's a shame. All the Instagram how-tos warned me that I would have haters, and people trying to derail what I'm trying to do here. That's a shame. I'm just going to say thank you for the engagement. But talking about banana love and separated bums and lots of cursing is that's not art to me, guys. Next week, what's coming up? What's coming up is a video that it annoys me because he's one of my 20, because he was very supportive. So it's a shame that I think I made a mistake there. It's just a quick question to those. Chin up. Thank you, Sarah Aldridge. Gosh, cheers to you. As a quick straw poll in the comments here, who in this eggnog season has tasted eggnog? Just a yes or a no if you've tasted eggnog. Yes, I have tasted eggnog. No, I have not tasted eggnog this eggnog season. So from kind of very late November. Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Yes, I have tasted eggnog. No, I haven't. Red Rooster Duo joined. Cheers to you, Red Rooster. They do great music. Sarah, yes, fantastic. Well done, you. Jen Kilcherman, yes, fantastic. Well done to you. British guy offered me some, and I trusted him. Sounds like a great guy. Sounds like a great guy. Anyone who's pushing eggnog on you is your friend, okay? And really, the thing that upsets me is that there's a lot of people who would say no. Say, no, I haven't tasted eggnog, which you wouldn't have without that British guy offering it to you. Red Rooster sent a request to be in my live video. That's a little bit intrusive, guys, but I do appreciate your enthusiasm. Stuart Seaton, no, I haven't had eggnog. Okay, so you are exactly who I'm speaking to here, Stuart. Eggnog is terrific. It's like custard that you drink, and it's just socially acceptable, but it's only here for a very short time, like that flower in Dennis the Menace or Problem Child. One of those don't have children films from the early 90s, where there's a flower that blooms for like 2 seconds. That's what eggnog is. And so this week I'm going to be creating a video that is going to hopefully convince you, Stuart, and others like you to dive in and really engage with the joy of eggnog. So that's what's coming up this week. It's going to be great. Wow, that is the longest update we've had. Dennis the Menace, thank you so much, Sarah, for confirming that to me. Cheers to you. That is the longest update I've had because of all the engagement from you guys. Thank you so, so much. Absolutely terrific, absolutely wonderful. Couldn't appreciate you more. We have discussed all kinds of things, and I feel like we're all better people. We're all better people. As a result of being a part of this. Sorry, I didn't mean that. It's your time to shine. Red Rooster Duo, don't worry about it. Your time will come, baby. We're going to collab. We're going to collab. We're going to collab. It's going to be great. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for getting involved. Thank you so much for being a part of my world. This was the live update for the 8th of December, 2019. I am Notme. I am Art, and I am wishing you all a terrifically creative week. All the best. End.